Travelers, 2025 is here, and it comes with a whole new set of travel rules that you need to know. From updated passport requirements to cutting-edge security tech and surprising new regulations. If you are not prepared, it could cause major issues. In this video, I'll break down 6 of the most important travel updates to make sure you are well prepared for your next adventure. Up first, let's talk passports. I have some good news for you on this one, that the passport renewal situation just got a whole lot easier for you. Starting this year, if you are a US citizen, you can renew your passport entirely online. No more waiting in long lines or dealing with tedious paperwork. Here are the things you need to know. This is only eligible for US citizens with passports that have not been expired for more than 5 years. So how do you take action on this? There are actually 8 easy steps to renewing your passport online. Confirm that you qualify, create an account, start the application, enter info about current passport, enter travel plans, upload a photo, sign and pay. And lastly, enroll in email updates. What a great feature to keep you updated on the actual status of your passport application. Processing time for this service is only 4 to 6 weeks. Currently, expedited or urgent don't have the online renewal option. We haven't done this ourselves, but we've heard from others that the turnaround was surprisingly faster than listed above. If you have experience or you have done this recently, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear about how seamless, easy, or difficult the process was for you. One crucial piece to remember, as soon as you submit your online application renewal, your current passport is null and void. So be sure to plan accordingly. If you're enjoying this video, it would be amazing if you hit the like and subscribe button. As a small creator, it really helps us out. Thank you. Number 2 affects every US citizen that will be flying domestically. Beginning in May of 2025, the Real ID Act will require you to have a Real ID compliant driver's license or ID for anyone over the age of 18 boarding any domestic flight within the United States. Now, a Real ID is a government issued license or ID that has been made Real ID compliant in order to prevent further fraud and stolen identity cases. The good news is your ID or driver's license might already be compliant. The way you know is that it would have a star in the upper right-hand corner. This symbolizes, in fact, that you already have a Real ID compliant identification and you don't need to take any further action. There is an exception. Beginning May 7th, you can still fly without this, but you do need to bring either a military ID or a valid passport, even if you're not traveling internationally. If you need to update your ID to be compliant, you will need to visit your local DMV. I know that's unfortunate, but some DMVs have gotten much better. You should bring with you proof of ID, birth certificate, passport, proof of your social security number, and 2 documents to prove your address, such as utility bills. But by far, the best thing to do here is to check your local DMV website, make a call or email before showing up to make sure you have all the proper documentation. And remember, if there's appointments available, it's always better to make an appointment at the DMV. Just like I mentioned above with your passport renewal, make sure not to wait to the last minute to do this. Traveling can be stressful enough. Upgrade your ID and passport well before your trip because they will be compliant for many, many years after that. Speaking of documentation, rule number 3 will be going into effect this month. Now, this is a big change for all US citizens that have previously enjoyed traveling to Europe without needing to bother with any type of visa or paperwork before boarding the plane. As long as you had your passport, you were good to go. Things are going to be a little bit different. Now, in order to travel to any of the Schengen countries as a US or Canadian citizen, you must complete the ETIAS form prior to travel. It's essentially an added security measure for allowing anyone into the country. You can think of it like a pre-screening. This form is meant to help with security and streamline border crossings. Don't worry, while it sounds like a lot, this is a very simple and easy process. First of all, it's entirely online. It's all housed on the ETIAS website. Here you'll fill in some basic demographic and passport information and pay a small fee of €7. Unless of course you're under 18 or over 70, in that case it's free. The process is usually completed in minutes, and once accepted, you're good for 3 years. If you currently live in the Schengen zone, I would love to hear your thoughts on this new visa requirement. Don't care, it's good, people should have to do it. Thanks, give my country more money. What are your thoughts? If you're a US or Canadian citizen, will this deter you from coming to certain places in the Schengen zone? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that also. Common question we get is, what is the Schengen zone? It is currently the home of many popular EU destinations. As of now, here's a list of 30 countries that will require visa-exempt travelers to have an ETIAS traveler's authorization. I will link to the ETIAS website in the video description if you want to take a closer look. As for the exact pronunciation of the Schengen zone,
called Schengen.
Fighting about whether Schengen is
or your area, the Schengen area.
borders, because we're not in the Schengen.
these countries are within the EU. However, they aren't necessarily all of the EU countries. So make sure to do your homework to see if your dream destination does in fact include somewhere in the Shenzhen province. We are actually in a country right now in the Shenzhen zone. And in a few months, I would not be able to come here without filling out the form on the ETIAS website and paying a small fee. Any guesses as to what country that might be? I'll let you know at the end of the video. Number 4. While the ETIAS compliance may feel like a stressful new thing to have to get done before your next trip, I've got something to help you de-stress a little bit. And that is the stress of lost luggage. Coming in at number 4 is a recent partnership between Apple AirTags and many major airlines. You can put an AirTag in your bag for tracking, and now it can directly be shared with the airline. So what does this mean? If I had an AirTag before, couldn't I just show them where it was? It actually wasn't that simple. Essentially, now if your bag gets lost, you can go in your Find My app, locate your AirTag, and share a link with the airline directly. Now, the airline has a real-time update as to exactly where your bag is located in order to get it back to you as quickly as possible. Now, while this seems like it's not a huge deal because you could always put an AirTag in your bag and locate it yourself, the airline was actually not allowed to use that data, or they couldn't really do anything with it by looking at your phone. If it didn't get into their database or their system, then it did both parties no good.
It's really beyond words. It's really incalculable.
So this change could hopefully get the bag back in your hands a lot faster. And I know multiple travel channels that always recommend having AirTags, and it's always been a nice feature, but now it really levels up the feature of just quickly tagging some of your bags, because getting to Europe or any vacation in general without a checked bag is just a huge bummer. Do a little research beforehand to see if you can ease your travel nerves of lost bags by taking advantage of this new partnership with Apple. Coming in at number 5, we have more good news for you. Now, most of you know it can be a major headache if your flight is delayed or canceled. There really isn't anything like dealing with these disruptions while traveling. It's already stressful enough. You want everything to work out seamlessly. And when the actual travel experience, which you don't have much control over, gets delayed or pushed back, it can be really frustrating. It can create undue stress and heartache to figure out how to rearrange plans, how to get compensated, who to talk to, and where to even fill out what form. Now, thanks to some recently enacted new rules and regulations within the Department of Transportation, airlines are now required to step up in a way that we have not seen before. Starting this year, airlines will automatically compensate you if you have had a significant change or cancellation in your flight. Now, what's considered a significant change? This would be a delay greater than 3 hours for a domestic flight, or greater than 6 hours for an international flight. Now, previously, if these things would happen, you wouldn't know where to start to get a refund or to get compensated for part of that travel experience. You would call customer service. Hello, this is customer service. Welcome to another beautiful day to fly in the sky. My flight was canceled. Sir, I'd be more than happy to assist with that. Let me get you over to my colleague. Yeah, no problem. Let me get you over to my colleague and they can assist with that right away. Sir, let me get you to my superior and they can assist with that. Speak to several agents and fill out several forms trying to prove your case. Not anymore. This new change states that a cash compensation must be done automatically, meaning no more calling customer service, waiting on hold, or filling out paperwork from multiple different websites. Refunds are required to come either in cash or your original form of payment within 7 days. But the best news is no more travel vouchers to try to compensate you for delayed flights, cancellations, or moving airports. Another perk to this is it also includes bags. If your bag is delayed more than 12 hours domestically or 15 hours internationally, you'll simply fill out a bag delay form and you will get a full refund of your baggage fee. Finally, some good news for the consumer and the traveler. These updates are all here to make your travel trip just a little bit smoother. If you enjoyed this video, I think you'll really like this one, where I talk about 1-star travel products. It is much more entertaining and will hopefully leave you with a smile on your face. Thanks for being a part of our travel community.